The DGCA, the aviation body, cracks a whip on wearing masks on aircraft and airports following a Delhi High Court order. Now, Vishnu joins me for more on this. Vishnu, it's time to mask up again.
Yeah, very much so, because I don't know about you, Shonakshi, but I've been flying of late quite frequently, and people just aren't wearing masks on aircraft. They certainly aren't wearing masks in any large numbers in airports. And following an order of the Delhi High Court, the aviation watchdog has had no option but to ensure that there is compliance now. So the Director General of Civil Aviation, in these orders, which have just come in now, I'm just going to go through a couple of these orders. A couple of key points over here. In case any passenger on board an aircraft refuses to wear an aircraft or violates the COVID protocols, even after repeated warnings during the course of a flight, such passengers may be considered unruly passengers and action can be taken against them. Then even prior to a flight taking place, if there is a passenger who chooses not to wear a mask while the aircraft is on the ground, they can actually be deboarded. So if you say you aren't going to wear a mask, if you don't follow instructions, you can be taken off the aircraft as well. CISF, that's the Central Industrial Security Force, which mans our airports, they have to ensure that everybody who enters the airport is wearing a mask. If you aren't wearing a mask, then you cannot enter. And if you are in the airport, right, and this is interesting, all airport authorities are hereby directed to increase airport announcements. Face masks must be worn properly. In case any passenger doesn't wear a mask or refuses to wear a mask and follow COVID protocols, he should be fined as per the respective state laws where the airport is located. That person can also be handed over to security agencies for dealing with the matter as per the applicable law on the subject. So the bottom line is this: if you are on an Indian aircraft or you are in an Indian airport, then there are no two ways about it. You have to mask up. If you don't mask up, you could be considered an unruly passenger. That could in fact affect you being on flights in the future. So, this is very strict. It follows the Delhi High Court order. And so the aviation watchdog making it clear that it's back to full compliance as far as masking up, given the concerns over COVID.
All right, Vishnu, thank you very much for those details. So, quick recap for our viewers. If you do not wear a mask on board a domestic flight in India, if you're boarding a flight, you may just be deboarded and be considered as an unruly passenger. The aviation regulators' strict guidelines comes at a time when we are seeing a spike in daily COVID cases. Remember, Maharashtra, Kerala, couple of those states that are reporting high number of COVID cases.